Hey guys, it's Talia from Work Week Lunch here, and in today's video we're going to talk about how to master meal prepping and cooking for two. I know a lot of you are cooking for yourself and a significant other or partner, and we're going to get into all of my tips and tricks of how to do this. I've been meal prepping for my partner and myself for the past 6 months or so, and there was definitely a learning curve in the beginning, but now it's so much easier because we have a system down. Hopefully by the end of this video, you will know exactly what you need to do to get master meal prep for yourself and your partner so you're both satisfied, energized, and you're not either wasting food or cooking too little food, because that's also bad. Let's get into it. So the first question or struggle that comes up a lot is how to actually make meals that you and your partner are excited to eat. Let's face it, we all have different food preferences. What you like isn't always going to be exactly the same as what your partner likes. So my best recommendation is to find the common ground first. It's going to be a lot easier to prep and cook for both of you if you focus on what you both like and then find ways to adjust the meals to your own preferences. For example, if you both love quinoa and you both love zucchini, well, you can make a lot of meals around that and then change the protein. Or if you both love chicken, but you are more of a pasta person and your partner doesn't want to eat pasta, you can find ways to change up the carbs, but you're still only cooking one protein. So that's kind of what you need to do. Sit down with your partner, discuss what you both like and what you don't like. You want to find ingredients that will overlap so that you're cooking less and you're both enjoying what you eat. Another struggle that comes up a lot is that one person in the relationship can eat the same thing every single day, but the other person needs something fresh every day. This is a huge issue, and here's my advice. I recommend trying out something that's called a buffet meal prep. A buffet meal prep is when you cook individual ingredients, so a bunch of chicken, a bunch of sweet potatoes, a bunch of broccoli, a bunch of other stuff, and then you can build meals and mix and match ingredients as the week goes on. So that way your partner feels like they're getting variety and you avoid cooking every night. And this works out really well. You can easily make salads, you can easily make different kind of stir fries or pasta dishes based on what you've prepped for the week, and you have a lot of opportunity to get variety while also not wasting food. In the description, I'll link to a blog post I have that lists like a master list of the different protein, veggies, and carbs that you can use for meal prep. So that's a great place to start if you want to try a buffet meal prep and choose different ingredients and mix and match. So another big issue that comes up is one person in a relationship could be a vegetarian or vegan and the other person eats meat and will not have a meal without meat. I grew up in a family like this. My mom's vegetarian, my dad's a carnivore, and my mom had to cook a million different things to satisfy everyone. I don't want you to be in that situation, so here's what I recommend. Like in my first tip, you're going to want to find the common ground first. What do you guys both like to eat? And then can you cook the protein separately? That is the name of the game for this. That way you'll both be satisfied, you'll cut down on how much you're cooking, and you don't have to cook a million things, which would be the worst. I actually do this a lot where I will cook a stir fry, so I have the rice and the veggies, but then I will cook tofu and then chicken with the same sauce, but I'll cook them in separate pans because they're cooked a little differently. And that way I have a vegan, vegetarian version of the meal and a omnivore, carnivore version of the meal. It works out great. It doesn't add any more time. You just have to have a little extra planning involved to make it work. Okay, so this comes up a lot too. If your partner is picky or if they refuse to eat vegetables and only eat junk, this can be really tricky because you definitely don't want to force your partner into eating something they don't want to eat. That could be very damaging to their relationship and also your partner's relationship with food. So I would say do not force them. Don't trick them into eating things. Some people like to be sneaky, like sneaking vegetables into stuff. Don't do that. Your partner should always be in the know of what they're eating. And you don't win if you snuck some cauliflower rice in and they didn't realize. I don't think that's a win personally. But what you can do, what I do recommend, is having your partner try your meals as you're cooking out of the pot. That way they're not committing to a full meal of something they might not like, but they're also trying, and you're gently encouraging them to explore different things without forcing them to. Another tip is just to lead by example. If you're sitting there with your meal and you're talking about how good it tastes, not trying to get your partner on board or anything, just expressing your genuine love for the meal, your partner might be more likely to want to try it. At the end of the day, you can't force anyone to eat a certain way. You have to kind of wait for them to want to change or talk to you about changing, because trust me, you don't want to go down the road of having friction in your relationship because your partner won't eat what you're trying to get them to eat. It's awful. So I hope that helps. So something I learned when I started cooking for my partner and I is that our food costs kind of went way up because I was no longer just feeding my mouth, I had to feed him too. So, you know, my food costs probably, maybe not doubled, but almost doubled. But the way we keep the food costs down is by shopping in bulk. So obviously a Costco, Sam's Club, BJ's membership doesn't work when you're cooking for yourself. But when there's another person involved, it makes a lot of sense. We probably shop at Costco like once every 3 months, and we end up spending $250 to $350 on meat to stash in the freezer, and other pantry items we use a lot, like oats, flour, maple syrup, tea, coffee, all the stuff that we kind of use all the time, and that helps us keep our weekly grocery costs really low. We end up spending about $60 to $70 a week on groceries, and we cook, you know, most of our meals, so that ends up being everything, almost everything for the week, by bulk shopping. So yes, we have to invest money up front and spend a lot on meat to make it last for a couple months, but it's totally worth it. And I think at the end of the day, it does save money because I'd rather spend $21 on like 5 servings of fish than buy it for like $7.99 a pound every week. It does add up. Oh, and I will also link in the bottom my blog post all about my grocery shopping tips to, you know, continue to keep costs low. There's some really helpful stuff in there, so I hope that you check it out. So the last struggle that comes up a lot with couples is when one person doesn't mind like leftovers, another person will not eat leftovers. They do not eat microwave food, and that can be really annoying if you want to meal prep and your partner isn't on board. And sometimes, and again, I don't mean to be harsh, but sometimes there has to be an every man for themselves mentality in the house if you guys are completely opposite with your eating styles. Like, yes, we do live in a world where both people in a relationship can cook, right? So if your partner refuses to get on board with meal prep, leftovers, vegetables, you know, he's super picky or she's super picky, like maybe just let them fend for themselves. At the end of the day, your relationship might be better for it. Again, that's something to discuss with your partner, but again, it's still an option. It's an option to just focus on your own meals and let your partner focus on their meals. So we went over how to prep meals that everyone likes, how to keep costs low, how to deal with a picky partner, and all that good stuff. There's way more tips actually in a blog post about this very topic linked below. I have a couple more topics I didn't hit in this video. So if you want to learn more, if you didn't hear what you are currently dealing with, it might be in that blog post. So I recommend that you go check it out. If you like this video, I welcome you to hit that subscribe button, thumbs up button, or connect with me on Instagram at WorkWeekLunch. I would love to get in touch with you and talk to you more about this. If you have specific questions, I'm here for you as a resource. Also, you can leave a comment, I will answer. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time.